let's take the RPO out of it and just make an R, right? Can we just call a run for once?
You just love R's.
Pretty good break there. I like R's and I like P's. I don't like
They got the
option in between.
True that you were waiting to go on a 5-game winning streak before you wanted to make your first appearance on the ManningCast.
Yeah, that was the plan always. We're clicking right now. Our whole team, our defense is playing really well. Our offensive line is playing really well. Obviously, the guys we have on the outside are always playing well, and we've just had a lot of team wins lately. So those are always the best ones when you walk off the field, feeling like you played a complete game.
Eli, look like they had a catch and carry play right there. They were going to try to throw it to a receiver, block for him, Joe, right? I've seen y'all run that play a lot. Pretty sure y'all stole that from the Broncos offense when I was playing, but it's a good play.
Yeah, we definitely had that in the install tape, and you guys ran it back in the day.
It's not in high definition when you watch those old early Broncos and Colts plays, right? Blurry.
I was trying to figure out who that was at quarterback. Couldn't read the number.
During the kick, holding
Numbers.
receiving team number.
Welcome back. You see Mac Jones batting the ball down there. It looked pretty smooth right there. You just bat it down. What you don't do is this. Try to catch it one-handed, and then you fumble.
No, it's not a fumble.
You get it back. That was a fumble. That was a fumble. You had it for a minute.
Incomplete.
Yeah. Believe it or not,
that was
Joe, believe it or
you're making one-handed catches. One-handed catches were the trend.
No.
I had an opportunity to make a one-handed catch. That doesn't happen to quarterbacks, Peyton. I had to take that opportunity.
Joe, believe it or not, Eli, he's so slow they actually called that a football move that he took, and so therefore it was a fumble.
Steps. I didn't get the third step. There it is. Your dad. Are you thinking about going the mustache like Dad soon?
If I could, I would. This is about all I can do right here.
So you're a big cigar buff, right? We've seen the famous clip of you smoking one after the national championship at LSU. You're not the only quarterback, though, that smokes cigars. We'll show a little side-by-side image here of who smoked it better, you or the Patriots quarterback, Mac Jones. We'll let you weigh in here. What do you think?
Sorry, Mac. I think I got you there, buddy.
The jersey on was a smart. That was a veteran move by you there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure Mac's real excited about us showing pictures of his shirt off.
Good throw there.
I know he's got a girlfriend, and I'm happy for him. But I'm not happy for me in that situation. Dang it, he's talented, and let's be honest, I go for ambition, not look.
All right, let me. In case you didn't hear that, let's repeat this. And I quote: "Let's be honest, I go for ambition, not look." Now, Joe, I gotta know: is this flattering to you, or is this an insult?
It sounds like I'm being called ugly there, if you ask me. Could be wrong, but
your ambition. She's complimenting your ambition, I think.
Yes, I am ambitious.
The Chiefs were in town. They beat my Broncos yesterday. You have somewhat of the winning formula against the Chiefs, against Patrick Mahomes. Eli and I love to have breaking news on this show. So, what is the secret to beating Patrick Mahomes? Just tell us now.
Score more points than him.
Yeah. Just
what it comes down
simple
to.
as that. Yeah. Easier said than done, though, right?
Very, very much so.
All right. Let's welcome New York Times #1 best-selling author, Ringer CEO, and of course, lifelong Patriots fan, Bill Simmons, to the show. Bill, when you were booked on the show, you actually texted our producer, and I'm quoting, "I always swore I would never talk to Eli." Is your expectation that I'm going to ask all the questions tonight, Bill?
First of all, if you had told me this was going to happen 15 years ago, I would have assumed I was being punished by ESPN. But now you guys are meeting. We're peers now. We're in the media together. I still look at you guys and I see 3 Super Bowls that my team didn't win, and it's hard to unsee it. 06, 07, 11. I can't unsee it, but I think we can get through this.
Bill, I got my researcher in my ear right now with the stat just coming in. It says quarterbacks with the last name Manning are 5-1 against Brady and your Patriots teams. I guess my question is, were you aware of that stat?
In championship games.
Championship games. In championship games. Yes, of course.
I'm glad you added the championship games thing.
I don't really care about regular season, Bill. Nobody really cares about the regular
playoffs.
season.
Playoffs.
Well, the thing is, we own Peyton for the first half of the 2000s, and then he flipped it on us in 06.
Regular season.
He flipped it on
Regular
us.
season. We peak in the AFC Championship.
Eli, what was your favorite hold out of all the different holds on that play? Was it the one on Jarvis Green? Was it the one on Richard Seymour? Which, if you had to like gold
the ball
medalist
on his helmet. Holding the ball on his helmet was my favorite hold.
Nice answer.
I don't think Brady's going to retire. I don't think he's going to be in Tampa next year, and I do wonder, is there a possibility he could come back next year? A farewell thing. You know how much he means to Bob Kraft. Could this be the way to put a bow on it? Could he come back for one last season?
Now, did Brady
comes back and plays for the Patriots.
The Patriots.
For one last season.
Did Brady tell you this? Did he text you this?
No, he definitely did not tell me this. Glad you showed that
look at me at Ole Miss,
because...
though. Look at me back in the day. Look at there, he's yoked right there.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hey.
This was not on the pre-tape.
I can bring some pictures. Hey, you can.
There we go.
Don't put me next to Mac Jones either. Like, we don't have to do a side by side there.
It's actually pretty comparable.
The difference is he was in college. I just won my second Super Bowl. I had a month of celebrating.
Belichick and Brady. Peyton, you know stuff. You guys are all in that weird secret quarterback club. Did Brady get tired of Belichick? Was it just like 20 years of he needed to break out of it? Like, what happened there? Because they won 6 Super Bowls. They had all this stuff. And is there anything left? Is there a thread of, like, I don't know, camaraderie, anything?
I think, is Connor hurt? Connor's hurt as well. Stay with us, Bill. Got another injury.
God.
You're lucky, Peyton. You got out of that question.
Oh, Peyton's off the hook. Yeah, it's like you willed that injury to happen.
This one right here, Bill. Yeah.
It still holds up. Still a catch.
Seymour does a stunt. Seymour's on the outside, does a stunt, comes in, and basically gets piggybacked by your center.
Pass interference.
And then Sean O'Hara admitted later that he choked Seymour during the play. He grabbed him by the throat and actually choked him.
Yeah.
You can Google this.
You can do that. You can choke people in there.
Eli, your best play in that game was not this play. It was we almost strip sacked you right before this. And I don't know how you held on to the ball. I've also studied that maybe 50, 60 times.
Just my physique. It's all the lifting I did in that physique.
You had this weird sixth sense in the back that somebody was coming for you. That was, thanks for bringing that up. What's the biggest fight you guys have ever had?
I felt like a couple years ago, we were on a golf trip, and I was trying to take a nap, and I was kind of in a corner bed, and he came up behind. He kind of had me leveraged into the wall, and he gave me a wedgie. He almost went atomic with it.
Oh, it was atomic.
I was
over the
about
head.
to be asleep. I was so angry, basically because the nap was interrupted. The atomic wedgie was like an added bonus. He was so proud. We almost threw down, but I couldn't. I was in pain. I couldn't fight real well, Bill.
He was mad. He said those were his favorite underwear that I ripped, and that's what he was mad about also. These are my favorite underwear, and I totally ripped them off eventually.
At one of those same Pro Bowls, he invited me and Sean Payton and our wives to go to dinner. We had this great dinner, conversations, telling stories, yet on the way to the restaurant and back, Bill organized a limo. Bill sat in the front seat with the driver with the divider raised up. Like, he wanted to go to dinner with us. He didn't want to ride with us 40 minutes in a limo. That's too much.
Surprised your armpits aren't sweating yet, Pate.
No, I don't think.
I'm nervous.
I think it's a rip. I think I have a rip. It's not. No, it was not sweat. It's a hole, I think.
it gets the air in there. It helps get some air in there, so we don't have that problem again. They're faking it just with that motion. That safety ran off to the weak side. That tells me it's oh.
Timeout.
Timeout right there.
There's Cliff.
Lee. No, didn't even have a chance.
Not okay.
Get it.
That's not acceptable there.
Jeez, let the guy run.
I'd call timeout and go for it and be aggressive. They're going to let it run down. And
I wonder if they took the O off that one. I wonder if that was an RPO, hold the O.
Listen to me.
Third and final.
Just be smart.
Try to get a little
Get a field goal here. Let's be smart.
Oh, no. Oh my God. What in the world? What in the world? Oh, who's got the ball? Timeout. They call timeout? They call timeout. Oh. It's not going to help anything. Well, you can kick
Let's
a
just take a knee.
50-yarder.
Let's just take a knee if we're going to.
All right, welcome back. We got a tight game here in Arizona. Pate, I mean, there's so many jokes I could say about that hat right now. It's just too easy. I guess, should I say one or just let it be?
Oh, yeah, let's hear it. Yeah, fire away.
I think everybody knows they finally, obviously, these are all the rage now. People are wearing it at the game. Players are playing, players are wearing it in the NFL, and, they finally made a hat that fits you. They finally got one. It's like,
There it is.
There it is. This is like perfectly made for you.
Little shout out to Commanders running back Brian Robinson. It's a buddy of his, kind of his company, and Brian kind of got it going. Josh Allen jumps in. I mean, we just wanted to be cool, right? I mean, we appreciate them sending us a couple of hats and just want to fit in.
I mean, I'm obviously supporting my team at the Giants, and why aren't you wearing a Broncos hat?
I'm Colts, Broncos. I can't pick a side. I'm a little surprised you're wearing the Giants hat coming off of that clinic that the Eagles put on them yesterday, but that's pretty good loyalty by you. So I'm just trying to get us some more viewers with this promo right here. Bill looks happy. Bill looks like he looks pleased.
Pate, I know you're really worried about this hat being on for so long or what's going to do to your hair. You're always worried about getting hat head. I can see you're getting nervous already of what your hair is going to look like after this, but I know you have your makeup artist on site, so as soon as we go to commercial, she'll be there to fix it up. So don't worry.
Coming out firing in the second half. Got a little flustered with all the beach pics. I get it. I like it. All right, I can handle it.
All right, this is what we did during the break here. Obviously, Peyton had to get his makeup artist. I went over the top style and turned it back, Lincoln Hawk, and you had the makeup artist come fix your hair. So, two different ways you can do things. I think my way's cooler, but it's all right. Do you want to guarantee right here, right now, that the Lions will make the playoffs this year?
I mean, Eli, I definitely want to guarantee it. I would love to. If I have my crystal ball,
you're allowed to. You can
want
say
to guarantee
it.
it.
You can
Okay,
say it.
I actually, you know what? I have to. You have to be consistent, if nothing else, right? And the one thing is, I said last year when Dan Campbell came in that we would go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to continue my prediction that I'll take it back a couple of steps and say we will make the playoffs. My thought. Okay, interesting. Here's the thing. I think that the pencil is very much like a pacifier. I think it's a thing that he used to wear in his ear when he was at school, right? Because, it's like he has to go polynomial to the quantum mechanics, carry the 1 to the 6. And then, remember when he was in school, he had to work on notebooks. So I think he keeps it there for comfort. I think it allows his brain, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, the thing is, unless he's got, now here's the thing, he could have a space pencil. They make, the space pens that they make where you can write on, maybe
cut through the laminated.
They can cut through the laminate and get the graphite on the paper. But I know it's funny. I love that he has a trademark. But it's a very dangerous trademark. Like, don't hug Matt Patricia after a good play, or you're gonna come off. What's that kicker's name? Is it Paraday? What's the kicker's name?
Yeah,
we don't know that. Eli, I don't have to know that.
We don't have to know the kicker's name.
Oh, you guys aren't.
It's not in the
You're not required
contract.
to know
Stay
that.
with us. We got a commercial here. We got a few more questions for you, Keegan.
Are you proud that your lasting impact on the history of the NFL seems to be the triple thrust?
Yes. See how fast I answered that question? Yes, I am so happy that that is my legacy. Oh boy, that is provocative.
That's 4 moves. That's not 3 though. That seems like 4. That was way.
He's doing like
way,
4, and he's doing a bit of a little circular hip situation. There's not just a full frontal thrust. You know?
Like the draft. I'm just here for hugs.
That look on your face, you look a little surprised there.
I mean, listen, it was a lot of pressure.
Run the ball.
Just
you know,
hard.
like the RPO, too much indecision. Young quarterbacks playing. We got young running backs playing. Let's just hand the ball off, take the thrill out of it.
I don't even understand how you guys even do RPO.
First
Like,
charge,
I
timeout,
have a hard time
Arizona.
knowing
30
how
seconds.
does the running back distinguish when the ball is going to be taken away. I
mean,
mean,
Peyton's never done it. He's never done it. He's too old school.
Yeah,
He's too
go
old.
ahead.
RPO.
Eli.
An RPO
Take this one.
was not invented yet when he was playing, so this is kind of a new deal. So he's not the right person to ask.
not versed in the RPO, Peyton, but
He is not versed in the RPO.
at the karate competition for that one.
There you go. Oh, he fumbled it.
Oh no, he fumbled it.
What? Keegan,
just get it
you're a
back?
turnover
What is going on?
machine.
What is going on?
Scooping scores? Are you kidding me?
What is happening? Keegan. Most bizarre plays going on.
2 scooping scores since I've been on.
No holding penalties on fade routes.
Offside. Defense,
There you
number
go.
25.
See?
That penalty is
Defense.
declined. Result of the play is touchdown.
Mac is very nosy. Mac's like, tell me the call. Like, no, I'm going to say it here in a minute. No, tell me the call now. Like, just
I want to
wait,
know so
Mac.
I want to
Patient.
signal it. I want to tell.
Vinny, you've had so many clutch kicks. Most Patriots fans think that your kick against the Raiders in the snow in the 2001 AFC divisional round was your most remarkable. We'd love to show it here when we have a second, but I have 2 questions. What was going through your mind when you made that kick in those conditions? And was it hard to focus knowing in your heart that Brady had really just fumbled?
Well, yes and yes. I tell you what, honest to God, watching the play and watching them redo it, and I said, oh my gosh, when the ball came out of his hand, when Woodson ran around the corner and swiped it out of his hand, I thought for sure, season's over, game's over, and then they decided to review it, and I'm like, thank goodness the rule was what the rule was. Now, by the letter of the law, now absolutely a fumble. Every Raider fan I've ever met, it was a fumble. I go, hey man, the rule was the rule at the time. But and then my realization after that was like, I've got to go out and after it came back, and I said, oh my God, I'm gonna have to make the most difficult kick of my entire career.
I mean, after this happened, were you thinking that you knew you could do this, or were you like, how the heck did I just do that?
Number 2, how the heck did I do this? I just remember him taking off, and I said, there's no way I'm going to let him get to the end zone. And as I'm chasing after him, I'm gaining just a little bit of ground and a little bit more ground. And once I got close enough to kind of wrap him up and bring him to the ground, he threw the ball down, turned back and looked at me, and I'm sure he was shocked to see a number 4, a guy with 2 different cleats on, laughing about, oh my God, I just got ran down by the kicker, and I had nothing smart to say other than, yeah, the kicker, man. And then I went to the sideline and thought my heart was going to explode. But yeah, it was one of those situations, and real cool. After that, Bill Parcells said to me the next day, he said, guys are going to treat you different now. They're going to see you more than just a kicker for this team. And it was kind of, I didn't know what it meant at the time, but it was kind of cool. I think guys understood, and I'm not that great of an athlete. I'm definitely not that fast, but that one little 10 seconds, I had it, I guess. I don't know.
That can really maybe help us get some answers. There you photobombing in the back, but we really want to know, you can see Peyton's shirt. Do you believe that Brady spilt a drink on Peyton's shirt, or Peyton just gets really nervous and sweaty around Tom? Any ideas?
I'm not real sure, but it was a great opportunity. I had to jump in on the photobomb when those two guys got together. Every single camera and media outlet in the whole building shot there. So I was like, this is going to break the internet when I send this out there. So appreciate you, Peyton, for letting me jump into the back of that picture, man.
Strong photobomb
that was mighty
there.
nice of you.
That's a strong one.
Strong.
That's good. Well done.
Hey, Vinny, in 2009, our good friend Pat McAfee was brought in as the punter and your holder. You gave him a call after he was drafted out of West Virginia. Do you remember what he told you on that call back in 2009?
Yeah, I welcomed to the team, and I said, hey, you ready to go? And he said, I'm not going to lie to you, Vinny or Adam or whatever. He said, I've never held my life before. And I said, really? And I think my heart sank, and I probably threw up in my mouth just a little bit. And then I booked an airplane ticket for him, and I sent him off to one of my favorite all-time holders, Ken Walter. And I said, you're going to go for a week, and he's going to teach you everything that he knows. Listen, pay attention, work your butt off. And I tell you what, to Pat's credit, he is the hardest working dude. Like he's a funny guy and he's a clown, but when it comes to work, he is a true professional. And to his credit, for a guy that never did it before in his entire life, and then all of a sudden stepped on an NFL football team, he got really, really good. And I had all the confidence in the world as that season went along.
It's like it to me that you like Jim Sorgi better than you did Peyton. Would you care to explain on that?
Well, I don't know. No, I don't. I don't even want to make any comments on this.
You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, right.
Eli asked plenty of dumb questions, Vinny. You don't have to answer them all.
I mean, you're hugging, so I don't
Well, that was the Super Bowl. I think we were all happy at that point.
Yeah, Peyton was.
I think we probably
Peyton's
have
very
one or
mad.
two.
Peyton's trying to organize the team picture. He's like, no, like 43 should not be next to 47. It's it's all wrong. I want to be in the middle. What's Reggie's doing? Reggie's like down in the bottom row. He's 87. He's got to be up top. He's like annoyed that this is not going as smoothly as it should be.